Northern Germany, a land of dark forests and ancient whispers. Here lies the Nebelmoore, the mist moor. It is a place of secrets, swallowed by fog and silence. The air hangs heavy, thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying things. Sunlight struggles to penetrate the dense canopy of twisted branches. Shadows dance and shift, playing tricks on the eye. The Nebelmoore is a place forgotten by time, yet its memory lingers in the minds of men. Villagers speak of the moor in hushed tones, their voices laced with fear and respect. They know the stories, passed down through generations. They know the moor holds a power, ancient and unknowable. The Nebelmoore does not easily reveal its secrets. It guards them jealously, hidden beneath layers of mist and legend. But some stories refuse to be silenced. They claw their way out of the fog, carried on the wind like mournful cries. These are the tales of the Nebelmoore, whispered warnings from a time long past. One legend speaks of the Seelen der Ertrunkenen, the souls of the drowned. They are said to wander the mists, their pale faces peering from the swirling grey. These are the spirits of those claimed by the bog, their souls bound to the moor for eternity. Some whisper of ancient sacrifices, of offerings made to appease the spirits of the moor, lives offered in exchange for safety, for a bountiful harvest, for a moment's peace. They say the moor remembers the blood spilled upon its surface. It remembers the pleas of the desperate and the cries of the innocent, and it demands more. The moor is a hungry god, its appetite insatiable. It craves the living as much as it claims the dead. Travelers tell of strange lights dancing in the distance, of voices carried on the wind. They speak of a cold hand that brushes against your cheek, of whispers that chill you to the bone. Are these merely tricks of the mist, or something more sinister? The villagers know better than to tempt fate. They avoid the moor, their hearts filled with a primal fear. The year was 1734. A chill autumn wind howled across the moor, carrying with it the scent of rain and fear. 3 children vanished without a trace, swallowed whole by the dense fog. They were last seen playing near the edge of the moor, their laughter echoing through the stillness. Then, silence. Search parties scoured the area, their lanterns casting flickering shadows against the swirling grey. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Hope dwindled with each passing hour. The moor had claimed them, swallowed them whole, as it had so many before. No trace of the children was ever found. Their toys lay abandoned, stark reminders of the tragedy that had befallen them. Some say the children still wander the moor, their laughter transformed into mournful cries. They are the lost souls of the Nebelmoore, forever searching for a way home. Their story serves as a chilling reminder of the moor's unforgiving nature. It is a place of secrets and sorrow, where life is fleeting and death is eternal. Section 4. The Archaeologist's Quest. The legend of the Nebelmoore reached the ears of Dr. Wilhelm Körner, a renowned archaeologist known for his skepticism. He scoffed at the tales, dismissing them as folklore and superstition. The moor held no fear for him. He saw it as a puzzle to be solved, a history waiting to be unearthed. In the summer of 1921, Körner assembled a team of scientists and adventurers. They ventured into the heart of the Nebelmoore, armed with shovels and compasses, determined to uncover its secrets. Körner believed the moor held evidence of an ancient civilization, lost to time, and swallowed by the bog. He yearned to prove that science, not superstition, held the answers to the Moore's mysteries. Their expedition was fraught with challenges. The terrain was treacherous, the air thick with biting insects. The constant mist played tricks on their minds, blurring the lines between reality and imagination. But Kerner pressed on, his resolve unwavering. He refused to be deterred. He would conquer this wilderness of myth and legend. Section 5. A discovery and a disappearance. Deep within the moor, they unearthed a remarkable discovery. A well-preserved body of a woman, her skin still supple, her long dark hair fanned around her. She wore a simple linen dress and clutched a strange amulet, a silver disc engraved with an intricate design. It was unlike anything Kerner had ever seen. The discovery sent a ripple of excitement through the camp. This was the breakthrough Kerner had been waiting for, but their excitement was short-lived. The Moor, it seemed, was not yet done with them. That night, under the pale glow of the moon, one of the scientists vanished without a trace. He had been standing guard, his back to the fire, when he simply disappeared. The remaining members of the expedition searched frantically, their calls swallowed by the dense fog, but their efforts were in vain. The scientist was gone, vanished into thin air. Fear, cold and sharp, began to creep into their hearts. The Moor was claiming them one by one. Section 6. The Moor Awakens. The disappearance of their colleague sent a shockwave through the expedition. The once skeptical scientists began to whisper amongst themselves, their eyes darting nervously towards the swirling mist. The mood shifted, darkened by fear and uncertainty. The Moor, it seemed, was not to be trifled with. It demanded respect, and it punished those who dared to defy it. Strange occurrences plagued them, equipment malfunctioned, compasses spun wildly, and whispers seemed to emanate from the fog itself. The boundaries between the real and the supernatural blurred, leaving them questioning their own sanity. The Moor was alive, they realized, and it was watching them. Even Kerner, a man of logic and reason, felt a shiver run down his spine. He tried to rationalize the events, to find a logical explanation for the disappearances and the unsettling phenomena. But deep down, a seed of doubt had been planted. Could the legends be true? Was the Moor truly a place of ancient power, a place where the veil between worlds wore thin?